Who else just loves hearing that? Andy McKinney does.
Woohoo!
No, Craig does. And they are the Hometown Movie Guys, minus Tina. But we are talking movies today here on the Community Spotlight program with the Hometown Movie Guys. That's right. And who doesn't love movies?
I do.
Have you met anyone that just flat out says they hate movies?
I meet people regularly that say they don't like contemporary movies.
Gotcha. But not movies.
But
have you
not-
ever?
No, I remember that one I saw with Humphrey Bogart in 1942, and that was a good movie. That was the last good movie that I saw.
You know what? And our classic movies are back, so you might get to see some Humphrey Bogart.
So those that might believe that, or that
First Saturday of the month. We'll go back to first Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. And tomorrow morning, Jaws.
Nice.
Jaws, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Jaws, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Only $5.
There you go, Jaws, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Dun dun. Dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. So, movies playing right now though. Hey, where do you want to start, Andy? You want to start right at the top of your list?
Let's see. Let's start with The Blind.
The Blind, Phil Robertson.
Yep.
Story about Phil Robertson, Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty. So have you seen this one?
I have not. I think this has to do with not with somebody that's losing his sight, but with a duck blind. It's a place where you hide and shoot the ducks.
There you go. Not the blind person, the blind man, but a duck blind.
This is a story of his early and troubled days, and how he got through them, and I think how he came to faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faith and Family.
Yeah, so The Blind rated PG-13, showtimes 12:30, 3:30, and 6:30. And again, movie theater closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays now.
Closed on Tuesday, Wednesday, yes.
Yep, so you can see this today, this weekend, all the way through Monday. Yeah, and how are the reviews on this one? What are people saying, or how's it doing here?
It's been doing good here.
Yeah.
It's been doing good here. You know, and pacing, we have a little bit of a different demographic here, so we're seeing new movies that I mean, maybe not doing so well nationally, do really good here in pacing.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get up any numbers for this one.
Gotcha. We do have Ty Lewis watching on
Hi,
our
Ty.
Facebook Live, and he says, hello, hello, and then Jaws made me scared of deep water.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, oh
Absolutely.
yeah. You're not alone, Ty.
Made me scared of the swimming pool.
Oh yeah, you're not alone. And then Clifford Lane watching there in Southern Illinois.
Hi, Cliff.
Hey, where's Tina? Howdy, movie guys, and hello, hello.
Yeah, Tina had business in the valley today, and so she wasn't able to come.
Valley business. At least it's not crazy hot, but still, if it's 84, 85 up here, it's still pretty warm down there. Wow, probably close to 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Cold at night though.
So The Blind, again, doing great up in Payson.
And what an amazing story. You know, these guys made duck calls. That was their claim to fame, and now they're world famous personalities.
They had a reality show, a super successful business, their duck calling business, yeah.
And movies now, or at least, you know, I'm sure they're getting something out of this.
Yeah, this one, how long has it been out? It's been out for a little bit, wasn't it?
Couple of weeks.
This actually started the second week.
Second week.
Yeah.
So it's funny, Rotten Tomatoes, the critics, they don't even want to watch it because it only has 3 reviews, so I guess not enough for a rating. But the audience score, take a guess, Craig.
87.
90.
And he got 99. 99 audience score.
And you know, we kid around with the reviews a lot, but the only review that really matters is the public.
Yeah.
You know, some guy with or some gal with a degree in film from some highfalutin Eastern university might not be completely in touch with the public, movie-going public. And that seems like that is the case here.
Yes.
What'd you say, 99?
99, and
For the public?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a high rating.
Now, thinking back, the only one, and I looked it up, that I remember, 99 audience score, Top Gun Maverick, 99 audience score, and that's had over 50,000 reviews now. 50,000 verified reviews, and, still holding at a 99%.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, these faith-based films are, the message is what's important on these, so that's why critics tend to kind of avoid these things, but the audiences, of course, they're going for the message. And
Yeah, I heard a part of an interview the other day with Kevin Sorbo. How do you say his name?
Sorbo, I think.
Sorbo, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, he's doing a lot in the faith genre for the last decade or so. That was interesting to hear his point of view on that.
This is a Fathom film. Fathom is kind of they're not a traditional film company either, so that could be some of the lack of reviews there too.
Gotcha.
This is not really a what you call a wide release at all.
There you go. Phil gave up. Yeah, and then Clifford Lane commenting, y'all know Phil gave up his position as quarterback and Terry Bradshaw took his place. Yeah, that's right, in college. So Terry Bradshaw took his place in college because Phil stepped down. He wanted to hunt and fish. And football got in the way of that. So,
well, you got to have your priorities, I
guess. I know, it's too much. But, he gave up that career. But, oh my goodness, he's still extremely successful, more so than probably if he would have played. Because playing back then in the 70s, not like they made a ton of money.
Not big money, not like now.
No. And, your body kind of breaking down and getting beat up real bad.
Think of all the bucks he would have missed.
Yeah. No, I'm sure no regrets there for old Phil. Hey, another movie playing right now, The Creator. The Creator. PG-13, Showtime's 1, 4, and 7. Have you seen this one, Andy?
You bet.
Oh, yeah, okay. From the director of Rogue One.
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
A bit of a Star Wars vibe. Definitely a sci-fi type film.
Gotcha. And what do you think?
I liked it. It was imperfect, as most movies are, but it was ambitious, and it was beautifully, beautifully filmed. They did it in actually with film, I think, this time, instead of digitally, and they used an unusual aspect. Aspect is the ratio between the up and the down and the sideways. And this one, the aspect was 1 to 2.76. So it's extra wide.
Oh, okay.
And Garth said that he did that to emulate the feeling of a film like, for instance, Ben-Hur was filmed in that same aspect.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And it does make a difference when they mess around with that stuff. But it's an intriguing film. It explores. It's about AI.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Looking at the little description here against the backdrop of a war between humans and robots.
Yeah. Sounds a little
familiar. With artificial intelligence, a former soldier finds the secret weapon, a robot in the form of a young child. Whoa. Yeah. Robots versus humans. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right out. Torn from today's headlines.
Yeah. Or what is that one? Will Smith, that I, Robot?
I, Robot. Yeah.
Oh.
Isaac Asimov book.
Yeah.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 82. I mean, all of them. Yeah, all of the Terminators.
But this is an intellectually serious movie, and like I said, very well filmed. The protagonist is John David Washington, who's Denzel's son.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Okay.
Another football reference here. He played pro ball for a few years.
Oh, wow.
And was starred in a TV series called Ballers, which was about football players. So it's kind of a natural tie-in there for him. But he's an up-and-comer. He's done some interesting work, and he does very well here. He's has enough physical charisma that he can pull off being an action hero, which is what he is here.
Oh, and interesting, looking at the cast, wow, country artist Sturgill Simpson
Never heard
is
of
in
him.
this movie. Sturgill Simpson, yeah, he is kind of an outlaw country singer, not in the pop country or any of that country, but yeah, Sturgill Simpson is in this movie as Drew. It says he's the character Drew. That's interesting. So, entertaining movie though, huh?
Yep, and for people that like sci-fi movies, it's recommended for that reason. Recommended because of John David Washington, who I think is an interesting young actor and worthy of your attention. And people who are interested in the dilemma that we are going to come to grips with here right quick, it seems like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What to do with artificial intelligence and where, and in this movie, they're exploring where that line is between the manufactured and the human, and when does an artifact change from being an artifact into a person?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some pretty serious.
Blade Runner did that one.
Yep.
Pretty heavy. That can artificial intelligence have a soul? Those types of. What is it that makes? Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
Yeah. So the creator, PG-13, again, 1, 4, and 7 showtimes.
So there's a good line in this one too. That there's the head of the special forces unit that's involved in this thing. It comments on Neanderthals, and she said that Neanderthals get a bad rap. We think of them as being knuckle-dragging cavemen, but actually they were very smart. At least as smart as Homo sapiens, but they weren't as mean. And Homo sapiens out-raped and out-killed the Neanderthals, and that's why there's no Neanderthals anymore.
Interesting.
That's an interesting comment.
So are we the new Neanderthals?
No, we're meaner.
No, but compared to AI.
Oh,
are we the new Neanderthals?
Are we going to be? Going to be out-competed?
Yeah. Wow. So,
keep your hand on the plug. That's in the off switch. That's all I can say.
So another movie, not as intense, Paw Patrol. So one for the kids. Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie, rated PG. Showtimes 12:15, 2:30, 4:45, and 7. So 4 showtimes for Paw Patrol. And kids movies like this, they usually always do well, don't they?
Right?
Yeah.
And they're not really. Holidays we'll see some more kid stuff, and then summertime. But this time of the year, sometimes they kind of pass up on these kids movies and hold on to them for those other times of year. So that's good. We got this one. I think we got Trolls coming out next month.
Oh, the Trolls.
One. So
yeah.
One every couple months really is about what we're going to see now.
That Troll one with the singing. It's like a lot of singing. That was good. That was a good movie, the first Trolls. So, Paw Patrol, hey, audience score. What do you think, Andy?
82.
Audience score?
Yeah, audience.
Oh, 77.
Craig, you had the opportunity, 94.
Oh,
94, yeah. Critics, 80. So,
good, yeah. Now, one of the things that's sometimes, not always, but sometimes is fun with the animated kids movies is who does the voices.
Yeah.
If you're a grown-up and you go into one of these, sometimes it's fun to see if you can identify the voice actors here. And they've got a bunch of them for this one. Kristen Bell, James Marsden, who played Cyclops.
Oh, yeah.
This is a confusing one for me. Serena Williams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's maybe, this is the first one I know about that she's done movies, but maybe she's transitioning into another venue. Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think she would have time to do a movie, and Chris Rock. So we like Chris Rock.
Wow. So yeah, a lot of different voices. This one. So with all of these talented, and well-known actors doing the voices, how much did they say it cost to make this one?
30 million.
30 million. It says box office so far 23 million or so. 22, 23.
I got 50. So
you got 50.
Maybe
Wow.
maybe that's worldwide.
That's probably what. Yeah.
That's
So it's doing good.
That's
And it's 1 week.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I expect this will be a successful movie.
Oh yeah, very successful. So again, Paw Patrol, great movie for the kiddos, with 4 showtimes, and
fun for the grandparents when you take the little kids and see if you can figure out which voice is Kim Kardashian.
who her voice is, what character. Next movie, Haunting in Venice. Haunting in Venice, rated PG-13, and how was this one, Andy?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the third Agatha Christie drawing room mystery that Kenneth Branagh has done, and all of them have been good. And this one I think is the best of the bunch.
Wow.
That may be because I just think Venice is the most beautiful place in the world, next to Payson. And that might have influenced me, but it's really a good movie, and Kenneth Branagh starred in it. He's the Belgian detective in retirement, and a friend of his talks him into going to a seance, and naturally somebody dies.
Oh.
And they have to figure out not only who the murderer is, but is the murderer human or supernatural?
Oh boy.
So a little twist on it.
Almost sounds like a adult Scooby-Doo episode. Where they pull the mask off and wait, it's a double mask. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
You guys know your Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Rip-Roo.
Yep. Scooby-Doo.
But this is a great movie. As Paw Patrol's a great movie for little kids, this is a great movie for grown-ups. And it's fun to watch, and it's just very, very well done.
Well, there we go. So yeah, Haunting in Venice, and then boy, the last 2 movies that are showing right now. Halloween time. So yes, The Exorcist Believer is rated R, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock showtimes. And how has this one been doing?
Just coming out today.
Just coming out today.
Today is the first day for it,
I probably will do quite well. I think the reviews have been good so far, haven't they?
Oh, no.
No.
So the original Exorcist is at a 99, I think, on Metacritic. Largely considered one of the most well-made films ever. This one is not so much.
Oh, whoa.
But there's people who like The Exorcist or did like The Exorcist are going to want to come see this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay.
And people that want that, just like horror movies kind of in general, are going to want to come see this. The outfit that made it is called Blumhouse, or Blumhouse maybe, and they are famous for spending just a few pennies on making horror movies, and then reaping an enormous benefit. I'll give you an example. They made one a couple of years ago called Happy Death Day. instead of happy birthday.
Okay.
And they spent under $5 million, like $4.8 million to make it. And they made, I can't remember exactly, but something like $180 million at the box office. So that's the people that made this particular movie, this particular iteration of The Exorcist. So we can expect a well-made professional horror movie, maybe not some grand experience like The Exorcist was.
Yeah, I just remember seeing some of the previews, the trailer, and the trailer looked
creepy looking.
Creepy,
Oh, yeah.
super
Oh,
creepy.
yeah. And then these are, we have Exorcist and Saw is the next one we'll be talking about too.
Yeah.
These are both rated R.
Yes.
And that should be taken to heed. I have not seen Saw.
Saw 10.
Yeah, my granddaughter's very into these Saw movies, and she said this one was terribly disturbing. Well, the whole Saw concept of this crazy guy putting people in weird traps where you have to
gnaw your own foot off.
Pretty much, yeah, well, or worse, really, to get out of these traps, and just pretty twisted stuff. I'm not against horror movies, and sometimes enjoy them, but the Saw movies, I think, for me, they go a little bit too far. But a lot of people,
a lot of people like them.
A lot of people like that, yeah.
Like them. And Saw, this is Saw 10?
Saw 10.
Saw 10.
That's how much people like them.
Yeah. Rated R, 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30 show times. And wow, and this one is in Mexico, where they go to Mexico.
Like I said, just these things are brutal.
Yeah.
So if you like your horror with a good dose of gore, these are the ones. Yeah.
These are.
I'm not sure on Exorcist yet how gory it is, but
it's gory.
Yeah. There's going to be some blood in it.
And both movies, as Craig said, rated R.
Please pay attention to the ratings too.
Yeah.
One of the fun things about The Exorcist is there's an actress, actually an Academy Award-winning actress, Ellen Burstyn, is in this movie. And 50 years ago, she was in the original. She played Linda Blair's mom in the original movie, and she plays a knowledgeable grandmother, I guess, in this one. And Linda Blair also is in this, and I'm not sure, because I haven't seen it yet, because it hasn't come out till 1 o'clock today. I'm not sure if Linda Blair is in it in a cameo, or if she's in it in like a flashback to when she was 12. So that'll be interesting to see that.
Wow.
But Linda Blair is credited with being in this movie as well.
In the movie.
Yep.
Wow.
And Ellen Burstyn is 90. What a wonderful career when you're 90 years old and you can still make movies. I just think that's amazing. Betty White did the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just way cool.
That is, yeah. Also, coming soon.
Yeah, let's talk, next week.
Yeah, next week.
Oh boy.
T. Swift, the Eras Tour.
Taylor Swift, yeah. So, and they're doing, so again, this isn't a regular, actually, I think AMC Theatres is releasing this film. So we're looking, our first show on that will be 6:40 next Friday.
Okay.
6:40 at night, and this is all the studio that's dictating these things. So we've got, so next week will be Friday at 6:40, one show only, then Saturday, Sunday we'll have 3 shows each day. No shows Monday, no shows on Thursday, then we're closed on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
But then they're going back to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then that'll be on for 3 weeks after that. So 4 weekends total. But this first weekend, the Friday is at 6:40. That'll be the first show, and that's everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, this is going to be. I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but I'm in the minority there, I guess. There's
Travis Kelce is.
And Travis Kelce, yeah. No, this girl is a billionaire.
Yeah.
750 million,
750.
according to Forbes.
Oh, wow.
So this movie
On her way to being a billionaire.
As they say, until this movie comes out, my estimate is she'll make about $100 million off this movie, but with her share of it.
Wow.
They're,
And that's dumb money.
Dumb Money, yeah, Dumb Money comes out next week too. Yeah. Yeah, Dumb Money too, that's the GameStop thing. They were
GameStop
pulling
thing.
with the stock market where
Yeah.
through social media, these people were manipulating the stock market.
Like that never happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, dumb money. And then later, let me see, next month.
Well, let's go, October 20th.
October
20th, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Killers of the
And Craig, tell me again, how long is this movie?
6 hours and 20 minutes.
Close.
Close?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours and 20 minutes.
3:20.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow.
So this is Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, which they've teamed up on a few movies, and it's a good combination.
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro too. I mean, Martin Scorsese, clearly one of the top directors in Hollywood. Yeah, I can argue for top 5 even, I think. But,
Yeah.
and then Leonardo DiCaprio, again, top 5 actor in the world.
Yeah.
So it should be a good one, and it's
Wow.
Quite a serious movie,
Yeah.
too. I mean, this is...
it's based on a novel and true events.
Yeah, sometimes we get something like have just departed yesterday, The Expendables 4, which is not a serious movie. It's just, it's entertaining and all
Yeah.
that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a serious movie.
Yeah.
With a serious theme done by arguably the most serious director alive. And with a couple of the most serious actors that are still working. So, and a serious length too, 3 hours and 20 minutes, good golly.
So it's not like Meg 2?
No.
Just when he,
I'm sure it's not going to be that good.
shirtless on the jet ski with the homemade spear, taking down the megalodon or whatever. Yeah, but entertaining. Just,
It was.
Yeah, and then After Death, the Marvels. But in November, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes, I think this is a prequel to the other 3.
Wow.
Yeah, back to another adaptation of a novel.
Yeah, there we go. That should be really good.
Built-in fan base, so I think it'll do very well.
Yeah.
I want to see how the Marvels does too. That's back to the Avengers kind of superhero thing, and these superhero movies. I guess this year they kind of took a
hit. Yeah.
They didn't really.
No.
Not like those Avengers movies were doing where they were everyone was making 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
These are only making 500 million. Poor Disney.
Poor. But then, and the cost to make them though, when you're $250-300 million.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, they spend that much money, I mean, you really do need to have a $1 billion blockbuster movie.
This is, I go back to Disney, their streaming service, they're just diluting the product, they're putting all this stuff on Disney Plus, and I don't think they're doing themselves any favor. I think they're, they're being greedy and they're hurting themselves.
Yeah, very
and
well.
The quality of their streaming services is bad. There's no other way to put it.
Well, that's and we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but if you're putting a movie out for a movie theater, they spend years even making these things. The details, attention to detail, and the filming and everything, and you're on a streaming service and you've got a deadline to meet every week or whatever to keep these things going. So yeah, it's not the quality's not going to be there.
Yep.
But I mean that's always been true. I mean, you go back into the 70s even, TV, we only had 4 or 5 channels on TV, but they were TV shows. And that's what they were. We didn't expect them to have that quality.
Right.
You
And
know,
they
the
did.
movies did. Yeah, well, and that's what, you know, the actors and stuff would, I mean, they'd start out on TV, and then if they did good, you know, then they could make it to, you know, the big screen.
Big screen,
That
yeah.
was like a promotion, really, to go, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a little blurred right now, but I think it'll settle back in, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
The market will settle things down.
Yes.
But I am very looking forward to seeing Taylor Swift. There's no way in the world that I'm gonna spend $2,000 to go to a live concert.
Yes, there you
But
But-
you can get a movie ticket.
If I can go to the movie ticket and have myself a nice big diet soda
go. For
and
$100,
watch.
you can see it 10 times.
Yes, there we go. Now you're talking.
There we go.
And I probably will.
That's,
You know, some people I'm sure will. This is gonna be big.
And this isn't her first movie either. She
No.
was in Cats a couple of years ago.
that's right,
She
yeah.
played a cat.
So now we know Andy's a Swiftie.
Well, you know, I honestly, I cannot name a single song that she's recorded. Not one. I am utterly unfamiliar with her work, but I admire her efforts. Yeah, she's 32 years old. She's on her way to becoming a billionaire. People adore her all over the world. People are willing to go out and spend $2,000 to see one of her concerts, and I think that's just phenomenal. I'm very proud of her as a person.
There you
She's
go.
definitely doing something right. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
And she seems to be very nice too. I read something the other day where she had a concert in San Francisco, and after the concert was over, she donated like $500,000 to the local food bank.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
she's kind of famous for doing that sort of thing.
There you go. Well, look up Love Story, Andy. Check that one out. You might like that one.
Love story?
Love Story. Or Shake It Off. It's a little more upbeat. That might be a little too
You're a
crazy.
Swiftie. I didn't
Stop
know.
it. I DJ. I play music at events, so I know these things. At least some things.
Okay,
But,
well, I'm gonna play
there you go.
Love Story
Love
as soon as
Story.
I get home.
Yeah, check that one out. There you go. Love Story. Well, all right. That is it for the Hometown Movie Guys. Time to get back to the music with Marshall Tucker Band, Rolling Stones, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service. And everyone, have a wonderful weekend.